Hey everybody, welcome. I am super excited today to be making sweet potato pad thai. We're going to actually be using the spiralizer to use sweet potatoes instead of noodles, so it's going to help reduce the carbs and make this a bit healthier. And I love Thai food, so that's great news. We're going to do this in two parts. The first part, we're going to make the sauce, and that's what we're going to focus on right now. And then after that, we'll spiralize all the veggies, cook the chicken, and combine the dinner. So what I've done is we're going to use for mixing our sauce, our manual food processor, which if you haven't seen it yet is a fantastic product that probably everybody should have in their kitchen. I have pre-measured out a half a cup of peanut butter. Now I know a lot of people have allergies or are concerned about allergies, so of course you can use wow butter, almond butter, any kind of substitute to help with that. And this is the wet dry Pampered Chef product that we have. So you actually can turn it, as you can see, this way for wet ingredients, and this one is for solid. So I'm going to use our scraper and put that in there. The next step is to, so we're just blending a bunch of ingredients and then going to mix it up for our sauce. You will notice too, so this is the first time I've actually done ginger. So what we're going to do is grate some ginger, which I've not actually ever done before, using our microplaner. Now I've talked about the microplane before to be able to grate fresh Parmesan, hide carrots and things like that in spaghetti sauces. But having fresh ginger is something that is quite new for me. And I'll tell you, this smells amazing. And I may have to do more of it, so I may have to take a bit of a break to peel some more, just to get it going here. So I'm just using, there may be a better way, so I'd be looking for anybody who knows how to do this a bit better than I am, but this is what I'm doing. So maybe that can be actually our clue for our party points. What is it that I'm looking for feedback on? And that the answer would be how to better peel ginger. So you can see in there, once I scrape the back of it, how we're getting all this beautiful, fresh, grated ginger that smells absolutely incredible. Another one of my favorite products that I've mentioned many times, the nesting measuring spoons that go together, and you don't have to worry about losing your measuring spoons. And I actually need, how much of this? Tablespoon. This again is another one of my favorite products, and that is the cutting mats that we have. So I use green always for fresh products, and they're flexible, so you can bend. I'm going to get all that juice in there. Peanut butter on my hand. We need half a cup of water. So now I'm going to turn this around and use my half a cup measurer. And I'm back in camera. I'm also attached to a microphone for the first time and probably forgot I had it, so I apologize for any noises that you had. We're going to also need some fresh, it says lime juice, and here's a hint. Don't buy the store-bought bottled stuff. Go for fresh. Fresh is always best and will add the best flavor. So what you do to get the most juice out of limes is actually room temperature, and this goes for lemons too, but roll it and press it so you can sort of work it so it's ready. And we need to get a tablespoon of this as well. So I'm just going to continue to roll these and then use our juicer that we have here to get as much of this juice out as possible. And I'm actually going to throw all that fantastic pulp in there as well for great flavor. You'll notice that it has a bit of a measuring cup on it, or measuring. And it's got a strain or a pour side. So, sorry, I said a tablespoon of fresh lime juice. So there you go. 1 lime equals about a tablespoon, as you can see. And like I said, I'm going to get that pulp in there for added flavor. A tablespoon of soy sauce. A half a tablespoon of honey. Here's another thing about these nesting spoons. It's one of the few things that I've ever seen, or sets, that actually has a half a tablespoon as a measuring tool. I'm going to use our nice fresh local honey, which is local to Ashburn, Ontario. Another question for party points. We need some toasted sesame seed oil, half a tablespoon. Okay, that's going to take forever. I'm going to do it this way. And last ingredient is a garlic clove. Now, if my assistant could hand me the garlic press, my assistant is Todd, my husband, who's behind the camera. This is, again, one of my favorite. We're actually highlighting today in this recipe, or using a lot of my favorite products, the garlic press. Another one where I never used to have fresh garlic before because it was so much to peel it and get it ready and everything. This goes in. Peel and all, you don't have to do anything, and then you just press it, and then you can see how you have all that beautiful, let me get that out of the way, beautiful fresh garlic. And again, you can just use your cutting mat to put it in. I'm going to use my knife to. And then the great thing about this is it comes right out and it's done. It's clean. You just rinse it under water, and even if it doesn't, it's got this handy little tool right in there that you just actually push, and the garlic skin will come right out. It does have an option, this recipe, for putting in some red pepper flakes, which I don't have. So we're just going to mix it up using the manual food processor, which I use all the time for onions, salsa, the bruschetta, zucchini one I've made in several. I'm just going to take that out, give it a little stir. It does look a little funny, but it's going to cook on the, it's going to cook a little bit and, look a little less I don't even know what the word is to describe it, to be honest. Chunky, not thoroughly mixed, I guess would be what I would say. And that's it for the sauce. We just put the sauce to the side. There you can see now it's getting a nice, much nicer consistency. Put the sauce to the side and we prepare our sweet potatoes.